Hello and welcome to a series of short bonus episodes of Becoming a Health Coach. I'm your host, Megan McCrory, and in these bonus episodes, I'm talking with fellow health coach and my friend, Danna Levy Hoffmann. In the first bonus episode, I started out by asking Danna to introduce herself and to explain why she became a health coach. In this episode, I asked Danna to think way back to when she was looking into certification programs and how she chose the Institute for Integrative Nutrition.
It has been a long time ago. Yeah, I think my thought around it was, starting a small business that wasn't really, I was getting a lot of clients, but I wasn't actually making a lot of money because I'm not very good at numbers in general. But I really wanted something that was available to me kind of whenever. So again, I'm a mom to two young boys. I need to be able to study probably when they're asleep, just kind of like spread my time properly so that I can actually work on stuff without me having to leave home or spend too much time in the actual schooling. Luckily for me, I already came to the schooling with a lot of knowledge. So for me, it was like, for the first time ever, I was good at school, which was really exciting. Definitely the cost and the availability to study wherever. So that was kind of the two things for me at that time. I don't remember honestly who introduced me to IIN or how that whole procedure happened, but I was lucky enough that it was kind of like probably Black Friday or something, and it was a good like 35% off, and I was like, dude, I'm not waiting another year for this. I'm just going to go for it. So that was basically the reason.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not sure who introduced me. I can tell. Google, SEO introduced you.
Probably, right? Because back then it wasn't even, I think back then when we kind of started, or definitely when I started like the cooking classes and stuff, I think the word coach was like a swear word. Everyone who heard the word coach was like, ugh, like, you're just fooling us into thinking that you know shit, but you're just going to tell us what you think, and that's about it. I think that was the notion back then. So yeah, I don't think that there were a lot of people walking around going like, oh, you should become an IIN coach. It was probably Google, most likely the first or second one to land on. And then I was like, oh, this is actually affordable and seems to be great. I was a huge follower of, still am, I love Mark Hyman, saw his face on their website, and I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
So that was kind of the procedure back then. It wasn't very educated or calculated, to be fully honest with you.
Do you remember what you were searching for? Like, what were the search terms that you were typing in? I was typing in nutrition and health because I didn't know health coaching existed in 2017.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this before on many episodes. I had no idea it existed because it kind of came about while I had been living in Switzerland in the States. So what were you searching for? Were you actually searching the term coaching, or were you searching something else?
I honestly don't know. All I can tell you is that I'm a very bad Googler. So I probably wrote something really random. I'm so bad. Like it's so simple to Google things. And I always make it really complicated. So it would have been something completely not rational.
Okay.
That's my honest answer.
Okay, and besides IIN, do you happen to remember any of the other programs that you were looking at the same time?
No, back then, no. I do know that I looked into, so I continued my education afterwards with the FMCA, Functional Medicine Coaching Academy, which is connected to the IFM, which is the biggest functional medicine kind of connection. And there I did a little bit more research because I knew what I was looking for, and I already had a network of health coaches and a network of functional medicine doctors. So I had a little bit more, my foot was through the door. I already had a lot of network that I could reach out to and ask. Before that, I had no bloody clue. I think I might have seen, I honestly don't know. I think it was just really probably the first thing that popped on. Mm-hmm. I'm also not a rational child. So it was probably Google is making a lot of money off of me. So it was probably the first thing that I saw.
I know. I listened back to the intro episode for this podcast. I listened to it the other day while I was at the gym. Like, let me go back and listen to what I was saying 7 years ago. And Honestly, I was like, oh yeah, I found IIN and I waited like 3 days, and that was a long time for me to wait before making a decision. Like thousands of dollars and a year-long commitment. I'm like, sure, that sounds good. Let's do it. And
let's do it.
If you want to hear more about Danna's journey as a health coach, how she found her niche, and some advice for new health coaches, check out the other bonus episodes featuring Danna. And by the way, Danna and I co-host the So Freaking Healthy podcast, where we give you an apple a day, food for thought, to those who want to have their cake and eat it too. And in my opinion, it is the best health podcast out there. See you later.